Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we're getting ready for our 1:30 matchup between Legends FC and Laroka Premier. These two teams met each other in the regional final last year, and so it's a rematch of that. Legends FC will be in the gold tops, white trunks, and they will be going right to left on your screen. And Laroka will be going left to right on your screen. They are in the red and white tops and black trunks. Two of the best teams in the country getting after it right now on Field 6, and we're coming live from the Mohawk Sports Complex, where Laroka already pushing a little and forcing the issue early on. These two teams have scouts lined up and down the field, as they are two of the best at the tournament. And we've got a bigger crowd that's moved over to this field just for this game. Both teams have players that have international experience. A few players have been put in the international poll. And an early goal kick for Laroka. So a big matchup here as these two teams get together for a big rematch, which they already experienced last year in the regional final. Legends won the tournament 2 summers ago in 2013. It was the same team that won together. Many will call this the best matchup of the tournament thus far, and many will say these are the two top teams in the entire country. So a very good game, and spoiled spectators, as normally this would be a knockout type game, knockout stage. Talked to the coaches before the game, and they are already treating this as a mini final. So a lot on stake here, and this could, although both teams have won and won handily in their first 2 games, and looks like they will be heading out of their group, it's still a great game and a good chance for us to see a rematch down the road in this tournament, as Laroka cuts inside, and we have an early shot on goal, and not in, still batted around, not cleared, and it is finally cleared. And turnover, and going back the Legends' way. A hot day here in Tulsa. Rained a bit yesterday. Has drizzled a little bit this morning, drizzled throughout the night, had a couple late-night storms. Both coaches of Laroka and Legends FC are a fiery couple of guys, as they are excited and happy how well their team has played up to this point. If this is your first game joining us on the week, this tournament, this national tournament, started yesterday. It featured 4 games on Field 6. Game started at 7:30 this morning as well, and this is the last game of the day on Field 6. Tomorrow will be the last day of group play before the players get a day off on Friday and head into the weekend for the knockout stages. A lot of talent on both these teams. That's why you're seeing a lot of scouts. This is a U15 game, so these scouts are here early and catching these girls at an early age to see if they have the potential to make it to the college level and play on a D1 level. Early on in this game, not a lot of action, a little back and forth in the middle. A shot on goal came from Laroka. Tried to hit it near post and had no such luck. Both teams with shade under their tents as they sit on the sideline. So an early free kick here. And dummied, and now a set play where it's laid off. And eventually out for a corner kick. So that was a set play there, which was smartly done as a short corner is taken. And you can tell Legends FC is very well coached. That set play, a dummy, and then they pass to the girl who dummied the ball, and she thought about taking the shot, and a little deflection caused that to not happen. And out for the first corner of the game for Legends FC. So a little bit of pressure here by Legends FC. And here comes that corner kick. Swung in, back post. Laroka gets a head on it, kicks it out. Still in the box. Legends had a chance, but it will dribble across the inline for a goal kick. 90 games being played here throughout the week at Mohawk Soccer Complex in Tulsa. Laroka comes from the state of Texas. Legends FC comes from California, so a lot shorter of a trip for Laroka than it was for Legends FC, but here they both are in what should be the best game of the day. Temperature around 85 now, feels a lot hotter. Very muggy, hot day in Tulsa. This is deflected in a chance, but mishit, and trying to chase it down is Legends FC. That was Nia Harris. And now a turn, hit into the middle and deflected and out. So a lot of pressure now from Legends FC. This is our last game of the day on Field 6. Possession has been owned largely by Legends FC early on in this game, and they've got a chance, and looks like a handball, but and it is a corner kick. It is difficult for me to see the far side of the field, so I apologize if I misread any of the balls. And a left-footed corner in the second corner of the game for Legends FC. played short and back to the corner kick taker, who tries to pull back but can't, and it's out, and another throw to Legends FC. A lot of talent on this field today, as I previously stated, with the U.S. women's national team just winning the World Cup a few weeks ago. A lot of these girls have the soccer fever. A lot of America has the soccer fever. I would imagine there are quite a few girls that are looking up to the likes of Abby Wambach and Alex Morgan, Megan Rapinoe. Laroka has got it now down the right side and sends it over to the far side. Back into the middle, and a chance here for Laroka. Still bouncing around in the box, trying to get a good shot on it. Finally does, but goes wide. Good pressure there by Legends FC, but a good job offensively there from Laroka. And now a ball taken down by Laroka. And a player down on the far side of the field as she will get some attention on the far side. Players coming over and taking a water break now. Can't tell who's down on the far side of the field right now. As soon as I find out, I will let you know. There will be a mandatory water break on each half of this game. It usually takes place about 20 minutes into the half. We are playing FIFA rules today, so there is stoppage time at the end of each half. Each team is allowed as many subs as they want, not like the maximum of 3 like you usually have at the professional and national level. We still have a player down on the far side trying to and coaches or players rather receiving instruction from the two coaches. This is a little bit of a timeout if you choose to use it, as most coaches do. So we're getting ready to resume play now in this game. will be a free kick at midfield for Laroka. It was Haley Atwater who was for Laroka, as she did come out of the game. And here's a long free kick sent in, and eventually taken by the keeper. And now here come Legends FC as they try to push it forward. It's Knows getting on the end of it. Now down back, and we're trying to regain possession. And headed up and almost into the goal, just wide. Kind of a weird ball that jumped around there. Now a near side throw in from Lee. She is one of the top players for Legends FC. Very stagnant game to start out. Expect that to change as the afternoon wears on. Legends FC has been putting on most of the offensive pressure thus far, and a little bit of a miss hit from the keeper there, and that might give a chance to Legends FC. These teams will most likely both be heading on to the next stage of the tournament. They do get a day off Friday, so that'll be nice for everyone at this tournament to get, as hot as the days have been. And here's Legends FC with a shot on goal and an easy scoop and pick for Baker. Kendall Baker, the goalie for Prima Loca. And now a ball played long that looks to be handled by Legends FC, but it's not, and it's out of bounds and a throw. And a ball played near the sideline, and this looks to be pushed up by Legends FC. A mishit at midfield, and And here's Laroka, and they're about to take a long free kick, and they do. And now Legends FC looks to push. And they find someone up top, and it's kicked away. Both defenses have played good thus far. Nothing quite dramatic, but certainly pressure on both ends. A lot of subs for both teams, so I imagine that this will be used a lot. As I don't know if that can be considered a shot on goal, as it sails 10 or 15 yards over the top. And a goal kick for Laroka. And that does bring us to our first water break of the day. And it's usually a good minute and a half break. Of USYS Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance, the official sponsor of US Soccer. Mango, an official snack of USYS Soccer. Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of US Youth Soccer. Nike, the official supplier of US Youth Soccer. The NSCAA, proud partner of US Soccer. Olive Garden, the official dining room of US Youth Soccer. Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of US Youth Soccer. And the Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of US Youth Soccer. All right, so after that quick water break, we're back and getting ready to resume play on field. Players are ready with their hands on their hips, as it's quite the scorcher here in Tulsa today. And it'll be a goal kick for Laroka. And the ball's played out of bounds and a throw-in for Legends. I'd say it's a mild to breezy type day today. It's been a little off and on breezy all day, but it's picked up a little right now, and it's cooling on the weather quite a bit. I expect to see a long free kick here. Papastamos will be on the foot side of this as she kicks it ahead, and it takes a bounce early as she mishit it. And now kicked ahead for Legends FC and then brought back down. A lot of college scouts, like I said before, at this game. More keep showing up as the day goes on. And I imagine as the tournament gets into this weekend, we will see even more and more. But a lot right now at this game. A lot of scouting to do for these two teams, as they are two of the best in the country. And kick down, and the goalie will use her feet to get it out. Playing with the official Nike ball today. And taking down the left side, here comes Laroka. And a far shot there, and coach is not happy for Laroka as he's having a few words. It is Laroka. And a turn in the box is taken away, and had a little bit of a chance there, but nothing came of it. And kicked out and taken care of for Legends FC. Excuse me, Laroka. Three subs getting ready to come on for Laroka, as it will come on in the next dead ball. And a good turn here to find some room on the right side. No goals yet in this game. 0-0. There are scouts from various colleges around the area, as well as some U.S. national team representatives. So as the subs come back onto the field, we will resume play on the far side. And a throw in for Laroka. And this is kicked way ahead. Flag stays down, so onside here is Niederhauser. She centers it into the middle. No one there. Kicked high, still in the area. and eventually cleared out and played down the line. Laroka still possesses, and now a turnover, and some players up here for Legends now as the pass goes into the middle, but it's turned away. And a big boot downfield from the Laroka keeper as they look for revenge and a rematch of the two teams from last year's regional final. And flicked on, and very nicely done. And played all the way back to the keeper, but not a very good back. Luckily, another defender back there to clear it out. And it seems as so a bee has swarmed around the players that are trying to substitute into the game as they swat it away. As play continues on the opposite side of the field and out for a throw-in. 4 subs coming in, 2 for each team. Lee and Juarez are coming on for Legends FC. And Murdoch comes on for Laroka. So teams using a bevy of subs early on. As Nia Harris comes out of the game for Legends FC, and looks to be like she is one of their top players as well. Not a lot of action here in the first half. A lot of play up in the middle of the pitch. No real chances for either team quite yet. As this is headed up, and Legends FC pressuring as they have new legs on the field. That's Gianni Anton. And kicked into the middle. Spin on the ball. Now headed up and finally out. Keeper corrals it and begins to push upfield for Laroka. As we are going to pull the ball back and redo this goal kick. Want to thank you for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon. We are live from Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, that is. We are in group play of the Youth Soccer National Championship, so a big stage for these young kids who come in, and this is where they get scouted and can be scouted and live out their dream playing in college or beyond. This is one of the steps into becoming a good soccer player. You must achieve greatness at all levels, and if you look at some of the past soccer players, the good ones, they could tell you stories about playing in tournaments such as these, if not the same tournament, as this is kicked ahead now. And a switch of fields for Laroka as The ball has not been down on their end, this end very much lately, so they're going to try to get as much going as we have a few substitutions coming in. Kessler comes on the field. She replaces Ramirez. Two very competitive teams here on field 6. Like I've said, they've met before. This isn't the first time. They know each other. They know the style of play that each other brings. And to turn in a ball that was looked to be played in the middle, but no one could be on the end of it. The timing was just a bit off. And played down by the byline, down near the goal. And it's finally cleared away by Laroka as they look to go the other way. And that was a great ball back and then back forward, and another good run there from Lee. And a ball got loose there. No panic from the Laroka keeper, who is Kendall Baker. She seemed cool and collected as she mopped up that ball as some FC Legends players were approaching. And now here's a chance for Laroka as they push up the field. And last defensive effort from Legends FC, but a chance there as Laroka pushed the envelope and tried to get an early goal. And just a few minutes left here before halftime. We'll await to get the final word on how much stoppage time we'll be getting. And now on the left side, here's Laroka as that's hit into the middle. Laroka still possesses and will come back and try to reset. They do. And a good job there from Nelson, who had a lot of pressure, a lot of players right on her, and cleared it out. And now play down to the right side into the corner. And now deflected for a goal kick. So great defense there from Lee, who was pressuring the entire way. And we're trying to get a word on stoppage time right now. It's the fourth official getting ready to do. And I believe it is going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time, which have not started yet. Here's Laroka. Now they're pushing. And they take a over to the right, trying to get back to the middle. They don't. And a great defensive play there to send it back upfield. And stoppage time is raised from the fourth official, and it is 2 minutes. So 2 minutes of stoppage time added on to the end of this half. 0-0 the score as two of the best teams in the country duel it out on Field 6 at Mohawk Soccer Complex. Both teams looking tired early on as they've put a lot of energy into this game. I will get a water break next half. The ref checks his watch a time or two before resuming play here, and it's a throw-in for Legends on the far side. And now pushed up and looking for a goal before the end of the half is Laroka. And pass back to the keeper, and almost a mistake. It was kept in along the line, too, to cause a throw-in and not a corner kick, so a great job. And a turn of the ball and into the middle, cleared out from Legends. And that is halftime. So 0-0 here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes for the second half of this group play game from the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the Youth National Soccer Championships, where we've got one heck of a game going on right now between Laroka, they are out of Texas, and Legends FC out of California. These are said to be the two best teams in the tournament at this age level, U15 that is. We have a 0-0 game. Not a lot of action in the first, a lot of good defense. Laroka is in the red and white tops, black trousers. They'll be going right to left on your screen. And Legends FC is in the white shirts and white shorts, and they are going left to right on your screen. And already some early action down and going both ways. One would say that this game is about as evenly matched as it can get, so it's heading to a draw, but it's always not the case in these type of games. It takes one slip up, one great play from one player, and we could have a different story. Taken, and Laroka going the other way now. Step outside and can't get out there, and finally does. Has a good job here from Laroka. And put into the goal and stopped. You have to be careful on those that they don't get deflected and then go into the goal. Is Laroka now backtracking, and this will go to the keeper. Played out and turning is Laroka. And going down the sideline as two meet. Slide tackle. Sounded mostly feet there, but referee is saying that they got ball. And here on the near sideline is Hernanda Dorpeza, as she gets ready to throw it in. And a long throw made. And this goes all the way down for a goal kick, so a good job there from the Laroka defender to shield the striker moving forward and trying to take it down the wing and inside. We are in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Mohawk Soccer Complex. This is field 6. And this is put into the box and comfortably headed out. Many college scouts here today, as well as representatives from the U.S. national team. This is a big game, and it is shown by the scouts that are lining the near sideline, although it is not visible from your TV screen at home. And a nice cut inside here. And Laroka looks to go forward, but Legends FC is there and has been good all game. Both teams have really showed up and played exceptional defense on both sides of the ball. And down in the box, and a lot of people asking for a call. It was not given to them, and a few of the players and coaches on Laroka over to my right are showing their displeasure for the call, but I didn't see a lot of contact. When you do go down in the box, a lot different from going down outside the box, and that is, it's got to be a clear-cut tackle for it to really, really be a call. We did see a penalty in our last game as Laroka possesses, and we got a nice little move here on the sideline, but good defense from Laroka. And she still perseveres to get the ball and quickly taken. So that's kind of the story of this game, is back and forth. You think they have a break, and then the defense from both teams steps up. Whoa, and a slam down. And I don't see how that's not a call. It's not. They just gave a foul. It could have been a booking, honestly, but the ref didn't have a good angle. It seemed as though she wrapped her arm around her body and took her to the ground fairly hard while she was dropping, but just a hard foul. And now Laroka down the right side, looking to swing it in. They do have a chance. It does come across the goal. And in! It's a goal off the post! What a shot! And it trickled right across the face of the goal. Looks as if it was going to get deflected out. It wasn't. It was hit off the bottom right post. And that's a 1-0 lead for Laroka. Wasn't the cleanest of goals, but as it bounced around a little bit, it found the foot and was able to go in. So a 1-0 lead taken by Laroka with the goal that went off the right post and bounced in. And we have a sub coming on for FC Legends. And that is Vanessa Evans. A reminder that this is group play, so a win by both teams doesn't necessarily mean anything. A loss by either of these teams doesn't necessarily mean anything. You do get 1 point for a draw, and that's how the game will end. No extra time since it is group play, no penalty kicks. So 1 point for a draw, 3 points for the win, and the top two from each group will advance. This is played out wide and puts a good ball. And this is played ahead. And a chance, but nothing home for Legends FC. So a 1-0 lead right now for Laroka. Just took the lead a few minutes ago. A ball that was played down the right side and beautifully into the middle, and an easy tap-in that actually deflected off the post and into the goal. And a ball played down the sideline, and it's the handles it, and this is stepped in front. And once again cleared. And a shot on goal here, and just squirms right of the goal. That was a good shot on target there. As that looked like from my angle that it was heading in, but ended up going a few yards right of the net. Wasn't on frame, but a good effort from that distance. And often when you aren't expecting a shot from that distance, can catch the keeper off a little bit, but a good job there. She knew it was going wide and looked as if she was on it the entire time. And played right back into the middle, which was a bad ball, and now a possible shot on goal here for Legends FC. As it is a shot on goal, it's driven low and wide left. So you're seeing them have a little bit more chances on offense, Legends FC are. Laroka still holds a 1-0 lead early on in this second half. And Legends FC does a good job of taking it back and being calm with it. There's no need really for either of these teams to be worried about advancing out of the group. They both won handily yesterday. One would think that we could see a rematch in the possible later stages of this tournament between these two teams. And battered down in the corner and off for a Legends FC corner. So this is really their first big chance of the second half and a chance to equalize on the corner. It's their third corner of the game. It will be a right-footed foot taker for the corner. Swung in, back post, headed, and goes across the inline for a goal kick. So a head did get on that ball, but it was not enough as it trickles over the line, and we do have a goal kick. And played down the sideline. Now a chance for Legends FC as they have the ball in the corner, cuts it inside, into the box. Nobody there. Couldn't get a good foot on it to clear it out, and a shot on goal that'll go the way left. So kind of a mishit there, but Legends FC is starting to get a little bit more chances than they were getting before. And a goal kick now as Laroka gets rid of it. Can't get it all the way past midfield, though, and Legends FC continues to put pressure on that they didn't do as much in the first half. I'd like to remind you that this is some of the top 2 teams in the country that are playing on the field. They have played each other previously. This is a rematch. And Laroka is going to hold it here until they get pressure from Legends FC. And a good cutback there. And a turn. And Laroka starts to push now as they had a chance and went by, but and across and in the middle goes wide, and behind the goal, 4-goal kick. And Laroka gets a free kick after the slight bump with the body. And we haven't seen that called much today as the ref has let him play a bit. Been a physical game back and forth, both teams. And it's going to be a long free kick sent in. That sailing and almost bobbled a bit by the Legends FC keeper, but brought down in what could have been a bit of a scary moment. Lucky that the ball didn't sail on her, and it's tough to judge those when it's coming down, and now Legends FC looks to push. And they do have a chance at goal here. It's rolled in and saved, and a great save by the keeper from Laroka. And now they have numbers to push, and she had a girl wide open, streaking down the left side, and I was really shocked she didn't get rid of that. She had a clear lane if she would have passed it. As these teams continue to battle, 1-0. The score between these two teams as Laroka took the lead. As we do have a sub from Laroka getting ready to come on to the field. And that will happen on the next dead ball. And it is number 6, Trinity Kerr, coming on to the field. So as we wait for the subs to get back on the field, and now we are ready to resume play as throw-in is controlled and back out for a throw for Laroka. And a few subs getting ready to come onto the field for Legends FC. And that is going to bring us to our mandatory water break. So we will be back in a few minutes from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we're back after that water break, which we have been taking every half of every game during the tournament. Still 1-0 Laroka in this matchup of old rivals as they're meeting for the second time since the regional final a few years ago. Legends FC with a quick break. And a shot on goal is cleared out. And just trying to get it away is Laroka, and they finally do. And a long throw in here. And eventually kicked over, and a goal kick for Laroka, who will be in no hurry to take this. And settled here on the near sideline and kicked up the field. And Legends FC is picking up their pressure quite a bit, as I'm sure they got a good instruction there during that mandatory water break. And physical play and one, and And a free kick, and there's advantage played. And so that's going to be kicked back now, and we will get a restart right in front of the staff table, also known as midfield. And a long free kick coming for Laroka. It's hit high and deep. And a centering pass which is deflected and eventually kicked out, but not far enough. Laroka still has it. Cut back in the box and finally gathered from the Legends FC keeper. So a good effort there, but couldn't quite get the ball through and in a good position. And a good turn there and kicked up. Almost a through ball, but couldn't make it. And it will be a goal kick. And now a substitution as we get a few more players. Kessler on for Legends FC. Try to bring some depth into the midfield. Nelson getting ready to check in for Laroka. While Laroka is out of the state of Texas, while Legends FC is out of Southern California. Turnbow also coming on for Laroka as she gets on and into the game. Fresh legs being subbed in now for the last minutes of this game. And a free kick for Legends FC is it's taken quickly into the corner. And for a goal kick. A bit of a rushed free kick there, as I'm not sure everyone on FC Legends was ready. And that's a foul, so we will get a free kick as Legends FC trying to push for the equalizing goal. So an interesting free kick. Now they're telling everyone to go into the box as a couple subs also getting ready to come into the game. And this is kicked into the middle and almost up and settled. As the ball keeps bouncing and people trying to get it, they can't. And a few subs come in as Laroka gets ready to throw the ball in. And a throw in on the near side for Laroka as they look to push towards the last few minutes of this game with a 1-0 lead. Going against their fierce rival, FC Legends. And now we have a foul back here, and Laroka will have a free kick. And I do need to make one correction, as it was misprinted on my form, but the Laroka team is from Utah and not Texas. Thank you to the young lady who came and told me that. I apologize. I've been making that mistake all day. This is the 4th game of the day, so it has been a long one, but a great finish coming as it is gathered and sent down the field for Legends FC. And Laroka sends it up as there's a foul at midfield, but it's not called, and the player's still on the ground looking to get up. And now played out wide. Players bent over and hands on their hips and knees as trying to put everything they can into these last few minutes of the game. Laroka from Utah, not Texas, leads this game 1-0. And has looked the better team throughout as they've been clean with most of their plays. And a player down, tangled and deflected out for a goal kick. So a tangle of the feet from a few players there as the FC Legends players wanting an explanation from the ref, doesn't give one. None needed to either, is tangle of the feet, nothing more. And a foul, and they don't give the advantage, which upsets some, but that's okay because this will take more time off the clock. And a big long free quick, as Laroka needs to come back. as FC Legends is doing anything and everything they can to get back into this game and score an equalizer. Again, both teams came into the game with 3 points, so not a lot lost, and there's no offsides, and it's a breakaway, and it's gathered by the keeper. Boy, she looked to be a hair offsides. They didn't call it. And a good job by the keeper to come out, slide, and get the ball. And now here's FC Legends with a chance. And in the middle, still being kicked around, a shot. Goal! Into the bottom left corner, a goal from number 8, Antonia. A great shot there as she buries it into the bottom left corner, and that equalizes 0-0, or excuse me, 1-1. Kind of the game we expected, but now a fury of a finish coming our way. So as it stands now, both teams would have 4 points after this game. And don't forget, it also comes down to goal differential in group play, which will all be settled by tomorrow night. Again, we finish games here today, and then games again tomorrow. Final group play tomorrow, and an off day Friday before knockout stages begin on Saturday, and the finals also on Saturday and Sunday. And a goal kick here. And a player is down on the opposite side of the field as they look to get trainers. So we'll take a quick break while this girl is being attended to, and we'll be back here in a few minutes. All right, and we're back here after that short injury break. As we have just a few minutes left in this game. And this is played forward, and now here comes Legends FC as they begin to push it up the field. And there was an offside, so it is quickly halted, and it appears we're going to get 3 minutes of stoppage time. It's yet to be indicated by the fourth official, but it will be in just a second. A sub getting ready to come in for Legends FC. Victoria Q coming on. She looks to bring some life on to this team, as a lot of legs are tired out there, so any fresh legs that come in now is only an added bonus for the teams. And the 3 minutes of stoppage time have begun. And turned and going upfield now and still going is Laroka. And a quick turnover. And Legends FC gets it back. And a bit of back and forth going down on the far sideline as both teams are tied 1-1 late in this game. We are in stoppage time. And a player is down on the far side of the field. So Laroka still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Excuse me. We are still tied in this game. And that is the final. So a 1-1 draw from both teams. And a rematch is tied. I would imagine that we will see this as the knockout stages come up this weekend. This is our last and final game from Field 6 today. We want you to join us tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. from Tulsa, Oklahoma. You've been watching the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships.